And that's the implant?
Yes. They cut it out of me. They wanted me to see that I had it.
Wow.
And I've been to doctors, different doctors, and asked them, what is this? What we don't know what it is.
Now, why don't we just start from the beginning here? Like, what's your name?
My name's Posey Gilbert.
Posey Gilbert. Yeah.
I'm 60 years old. I've had a lifetime of experiences with UFOs, ghosts, cryptoids. But the way I was raised, my mother taught us, if you wake up in the bed, it's a dream. And she sat in front of the TV. See that string? Peter Pan's not flying. Superman's laying on a glass table. They can't shoot you with those bullets on bouncing off. All of this stuff. She didn't let us grow up that way.
Right.
No beliefs in anything, you know. Well, the story that they want to speak about is, I forgot the story. Which one? Because I have so many. Okay, I'll give you one of my ghost stories.
Okay.
Me and my brother, we were just going to, that's my younger brother Ralph.
Right.
We were going to just start a day camp in the summertime, you know. And our mother, she's cooking, and suddenly she stops and she says, Butch, Ralph, listen to me. When you come out of there, you come straight home. You don't talk with anybody, you don't walk with anybody, you don't go with anybody. And I'm thinking this is funny because we knew this. She taught us this a long time ago.
Right.
We go to the school, we're coming home. This is Benjamin Franklin Junior High School in the Bronx. There's a long hill in front of it. Me and Ralph are walking down the hill. Suddenly this man stumbles out from between two parked cars. And he gets up, and it looks like to me, I thought he was maybe Cuban or Puerto Rican. Dark skin, very curly hair, completely dressed in black. But as he's going up the hill, he's climbing up, holding onto the cars. And I step between him and Ralph to keep an eye on him. And as the man passed, I say, Ralph, that man's really hurt. Maybe we should help him up the hill. We turn around, the man's gone. So curious, we walked up the hill, looked in all the cars, under the cars, both sides, we never saw him again. 35 years later, I'm sitting down with my brother Ralph, and we're discussing the many weird things we saw. And then Ralph says, remember the old man that came out of the street in the gray suit with all those shopping bags? And I said, shopping bags? What are you talking about? He said, you told me not to go with him because Mother said he might hurt us. And I said, is that what you saw? He said, yeah. What did you think I asked you if we should help him for? Then he tells me, I saw a young, possibly Cuban man going up the hill because he looked like he was hit by a car. He saw an old man with shopping bags. What the hell was it?
Right.
You know, was that a ghost? Another ghost story. East Village. I produced a show called Space Bridge, and about UFOs and the paranormal with my girlfriend. Well, she had introduced me to her girlfriend's boyfriend, and he wanted to talk to me because he knew that I talked about the other side business. And we got in a big fight. We ended up at you too, you know. Right. I go back home. I'm going to take the train home. Now it's like something like 4 o'clock in the morning. This kid staggers toward me. As you see, he's drunk, and I'm intimidating.
Right.
You know, when I dress and go out on the street, I deliberately look like a mugger, so the muggers will leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well, he comes to me. He staggers right directly at me and stops, and I'm like, okay, what's up now? And he says, you won't believe this. I just walked all the way down from Broadway over here, and he says, nobody will give me as much as a quarter to get on the subway. And I said, well, I got a quarter. I gave it to him. And he says, good, all I need now is 25 cents. And I said, no, all I need now is $1.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you haven't even got a token. So I had one token. I said, give me back the quarter, and I'll give you the token. Because he was drunk, I pushed the token into his hand.
Right.
And I didn't take my finger off it until he closed his hand. And he says, "Oh, thank you. Now all I need to do is get on the subway. The subway's back this way." He walks that way. I turn around to tell him, "No, he's gone."
Right.
What are these things? New York is full of them.
Yeah.
You know, they come to you as if they're in trouble, and then all of a sudden, they're gone. You know, old lady, can you comes to me, and only my thing is get the hell away. I don't like people walking up. So get the hell away from me.
Right.
And I looked at her. I said, "She's not a crackhead. Give her a dollar." So I gave her the $1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just walk across the street, and something says, "Now look at her." I turn around. She's gone.
Yeah.
Baby in the rain. That's what this is called. I'm going to get bread. Again, I'm broke. I'm just going to loaf for bread, and my payday is the day after the next. And I have $1 for the bread and a token in my pocket. As I come out, I see this lady standing, looking up at the tenements, and she's got a little baby in her arms. She sees me, and then she starts walking toward me, and she says, she's swaying, and she says, "Have you got any money you can lend me so I can take my baby to the hospital?" And I started to give it to her, but I saw powder under her nose, white powder. I said, "This is a crackhead." Now, 3 times in Brooklyn, I walked up on crackheads talking about selling babies, fighting over the money they got for selling a baby.
Right.
Okay? I just said, "Okay, you're a crackhead. I'm not giving you a damn thing," and I'm walking. And as I'm walking, in my head I think, whether she's a crackhead or not, that baby does not need to be out here in the rain.
Right.
So I went back, I turned around, because I put a distance between them. And she was on this side of the van, I was on the other side. And I just said, "Give her the $1, give her the money so she can take the baby to the hospital." I come around the van, she's gone. On my block, all the gates are locked. You can't run into basements. You can't run into yards. But it was just a matter of me turning around and going here. She wasn't in the van.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Posey, I want to thank you very much. Yeah, my battery's dying, so yeah. But
that happens with me.
Yeah. But thank you very much for sharing your experiences. All right.
And I'll remember, as soon as you go, I'll remember the story. It's supposed to.
Right. And that's the alien implant that they took out of you, right?
That is it. They cut it out of me.
They cut it out of you.
I'm sitting at my computer. It feels like somebody takes a straight razor and goes